This very open renewal of the Kim Muir. Toto Toscato 8, 9 Inox, 10 Jasmin Guichois, 11 Mondial Jack, 12 Horus. It is 12 to 1 also Wagner, 14 Royal Predica and Prominent Profile and Ballyconnell, 20 Montefiore and Merchant's Friend. It is 25 to 1 bar. They go without two of them here. Number 2 Red Striker and number 24 Wild Knight.
Montefiore in the green and white jacket, Prominent Profile, the horse with the white face on the inside. These two in the air together at the first. Royal Beluga is close up in third, then Inox in a red jacket, Ballyconnell and Merchant's Friend out wide. Sulphur Springs and Jasmin Guichois from Toto Toscato in a striped jacket wide, Jardin de Beaulieu back on the inside. And then in the midfield is Maximize with Ibis Rochelet as they near fence number 2, Dominicus and Royal Predica. Back in the field, Sulphur Springs clouted that fence hard. Also out the back, Gilgood at this stage was Super Fellow, and Horus held up with Mondal Jack, Jasmin Duderie, and out the rear Lamere Tower, and Montreal is last of all. Down the hill towards the next, Prominent Profile from Montefiore as they take this one. Merchant's Friend on the outside. Inox is a faller there. Inox has gone. And another one is down as well, which we'll catch up with hopefully. It may be Royal Predica, in fact, last year's winner, as they go towards the water jump. Montefiore and Prominent Profile again disputing it over that. Royal Predica was the other faller at the third fence. Now on towards an open ditch. Prominent Profile from Montefiore and Merchant's Friend. Royal Beluga on the inside. Jardin de Beaulieu is close up behind these. Then Toto Toscato wide of Jasmin Guichois. A gap then to Maximize as they clear the next plane fence with Ballyconnell on Maximize's outside, and then Ibis Rochelet. And not too far off these, Dominicus, and then Horus held up, Gilgood, Sulphur Springs, Mondal Jack and Jasmin Duderie as they run towards the open ditch going uphill. And it's Prominent Profile from Montefiore and Merchant's Friend as they stream over that awkward ditch at which Super Fellow made a slight mistake. Lying in fourth is Jardin de Beaulieu in the black and yellow jacket, racing between Toto Toscato and Royal Beluga back on the inside. And then Jasmin Guichois on the right of picture in the light blue into about 7th or 8th ahead of Maximize in the blue cap on David Johnson's colours. And the leading pack, the chasing pack, are then headed by Ballyconnell and Dominicus out wide. In close up as they run down to the next, Prominent Profile, Montefiore and Merchant's Friend. They leave the ground practically together. Jardin de Beaulieu and Toto Toscato, and then Royal Beluga. Sulphur Springs and Lamere Tower amongst the back markers. Racing downhill to the next, and this Kim Muir field are very well strung out. At this one, Prominent Profile on the inner of Montefiore and Merchant's Friend, and they remain clear of Jardin de Beaulieu, Jasmin Guichois and Toto Toscato wide. Next is Royal Beluga round the inside of Maximize, a little gap then of 5 lengths to Ballyconnell, followed by Ibis Rochelet in midfield at the moment, travelling well enough, Dominicus wide of him, and then Mondal Jack picking up a bit from the rear as they clear, and Prominent Profile has blundered, and a tremendous recovery there aboard Prominent Profile. The others jumping it okay. Robert Widger did incredibly well to hang on to Prominent Profile, but it was a real stopping blunder as they head now to the fence in front of the stands, going away to the far side. And Merchant's Friend is left in front from Montefiore in second. Prominent Profile back in third now. Then Jasmin Guichois and Toto Toscato is under the whip. Next is Maximize from Jardin de Beaulieu. Behind these, Ibis Rochelet under a quiet ride from Royal Beluga and Ballyconnell and Mondal Jack, Jasmin Duderie. And then next in the field is Dominicus and Horus as they clear the first down the back straight. Montefiore makes a slight mistake there. Royal Beluga didn't jump it too well. Wagner, Super Fellow and Gilgood are well adrift, and Sulphur Springs is tailing off. At the water jump, Merchant's Friend with a handy break now on Montefiore. Merchant's Friend is about 8 or 10 lengths clear of Montefiore, and the leader is a pretty stout stayer. Jardin de Beaulieu and Prominent Profile are in third and fourth, as meanwhile Merchant's Friend skips over that open ditch, made it look small. Another slight mistake by Prominent Profile. Toto Toscato and Gilgood both being pulled up as they take the next plane fence. Merchant's Friend jumping for fun in front here from Montefiore in second place. Ibis Rochelet has moved into third now with a steady run. Behind those is Jasmine Guichois and Jasmine Dudery racing together as they race uphill towards this next open ditch. Then Ballyconnell in 6th place, clearing the ditch. Merchant's Friend by 5 or 6 lengths to Montefiore. Then Ibis Rochelet into third, last year's runner-up, remember. 4th place is Jasmine Dudery. Jasmine Guichois is losing ground. Ballyconnell now precedes that one, and then a gap to Maximise and Dominica, Jardin de Beaulieu and Prominent Profile well out of it now, and the rest surely can't win, and this leader's going to take some catching here. It's Merchant's Friend by a dozen lengths in the lead here by 12 lengths to Ibis Rochelet and Montefiore, racing towards the third last. Merchant's Friend's been racing very powerfully indeed, just brushes through the top there. Ibis Rochelet in 2nd place, Jasmine Dudery is third now on the outside of Montefiore, and then Maximise, but racing down towards the second last. Merchant's Friend, if anything, going further clear. It's Merchant's Friend, here's 2 out, jumps it well enough, a little nod on landing. Ibis Rochelet in 2nd place, Jasmine Dudery tried to kick the fence away in third, then Maximise staying on from Montefiore's tiring, then Dominicus and Jasmine Guichois rounding the turn, less than 2 furlongs to cover. Merchant's Friend has been in front for a very long way, the best part of a circuit. Ibis Rochelet with a big task in second, and Maximise is the one that's staying on best from the rear. He's in third, he may shortly go second at the last. Merchant's Friend safely over with just the hill to climb. Maximise is challenging Ibis Rochelet for second. Jasmine Dudery is down at the last. Merchant's Friend is out on his feet up the hill, 100 yards to go. Maximise is still running on in second, the gap reducing all the time. Merchant's Friend looking for the winning line. Here comes Maximise diving. Maximise nailed him from Merchant's Friend, a heartbreaking second. Ibis Rochelet third, and then Dominicus in fourth.
Maximise, second winner for David Johnson, as you say. Merchant's Friend 20 to 1, Ibis Rochelet 7 to 1 favourite, and Dominicus was fourth at 20 to 1 and 20.